Well, good evening. Ethan back for another beer review. And tonight I am doing Founders Highly Acclaimed KBS, the 2020 edition. This was bottled on September 17th, 2020, so pretty fresh. But this is a kind of beer you can cellar. It's a Imperial Stout, barrel aged, ale brewed with chocolate and coffee, aged in oak bourbon barrels. Okay, this is 70 IBUs, not 75. That's what the old Rasputin was. 12% alcohol by volume. The ABV does fluctuate on the KBS from year to year. Some years it's a little, or it was a little below 12, and some years it was a little above. I believe in 2019 it was 12.3, because Beer Advocate and a few other reviews on YouTube, they say 12.3. But this year it's the 12%. Pretty high though. Getting near that limit of 14 for Georgia. And this, I saw 336 calories per 12 ounce. So this is a heavy dessert kind of beer. I've never seen a beer with that many calories. I thought the breakfast stout from Founders, which was amazing, and the old Rasputin, which was also amazing, I thought they had high calorie content, but this one's even higher, y'all. It gets a 100 on Beer Advocate, a world class. So I've watched some other reviews for this. People sing its praises. They love it. There are many reviews for this for all years, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2019. There's some 2020 ones. A lot of people have already reviewed it this year. I've never had it before. I've never had any year of the Founders KBS. So this is my real time, real deal reaction to Founders KBS, which stands for Kentucky Breakfast Stout. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, a little bit of smoke. All right, we're getting that cascading foamy head. Looking good, y'all. Wow, look at that. It's like a volcano effect. Sorry about that glare on the glass, but massive dark brown mahogany head. That's darker than a khaki colored head. Wow, that's dark. The beer itself, the appearance is black. I mean, no hints of red or brown, just pure blackness. Look at that. Wow. That is a dark, dark beer. I don't know how long they age it in the bourbon barrels, but probably for a couple months. Probably not more than that. Usually when you get into the couple of years, that's your bourbon whiskeys and stuff like that. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if they age beer over a year, but I don't know. They could. But this is the kind of beer you can cellar. Some people cellar it, and they say it improves when you cellar it. You know, keep it, buy it, and then keep it a couple of years, and then drink it, and the taste will improve. But I don't know if I could hold on to something this good for that long. You know. Okay, the aroma is like a deep, rich chocolate. A little bit of coffee, a lot of coffee actually, but a good chocolatey coffee caramel sweetness on the aroma. Definitely a very sweet aroma. Not a lot of bitterness that I'm detecting in the aroma. Sometimes you can almost kind of smell if a beer is going to be bitter. 70 IBUs is pretty high, but at this alcohol content, it'll probably balance out the IBUs. If this was 5% with 70 IBUs, oh yeah, this would be bitter. Kidding me? Like an IPA. But with the alcohol that high, it'll help balance out those IBUs for sure, I have no doubt. But I'm not getting like a bitter on the aroma. I'm getting a real sweet, a real chocolate, a pleasant brownie-like aroma. I mean, it's very appealing aroma. Makes you really excited to get into the beer. Head died down pretty quick, but it's sticking around a little bit. Just a beautiful, beautiful beer on a nice chilly evening. My little thermometer down here, I have a little sensor outside. It says it's 47 out here at almost 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's pretty chilly. I mean, that's not chilly if you live in Michigan or whatever, but for Georgians and Southerners, 47 is pretty chilly. So nice fall weather, good weather for stouts. Wow. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Just so much rich chocolate on the nose. Let's just go ahead and try it. The first initial sip is a little bitter, or as it hits your tongue, it's a little bitter. And then a sweet rush comes in and helps balance out the bitterness, the 70 IBUs. And then you get a warming kind of note on the tongue as it goes down. Very pleasant, very complex, very rich and dark and heavy bodied, heavy bodied. Like a chocolate, like a dark chocolate milkshake drink. I've seen people put like vanilla ice cream in these kind of beers, and you could do that. I wouldn't. I mean, I'd do it for the sake of a fun review to be goofy, but oh no, this is just so sweet and good by itself. That's not even necessary, but it is the kind of beer to do that on for sure. Yeah, with the second sip, I'm getting the same thing. As you first taste it, it's a little bitter, and you're like, this is going to be bitter. But then the sweet follows the bitter and helps bring it all together into a glorious, harmonious, you know, heaven, whatever, a glorious, floating on clouds, nirvana, whatever, Valhalla, whatever people say. But it's so rich. It's like a dessert beer. You could drink this in summer, but I don't know if I would. But it is so rich and complex. Again, it's like a molasses, vanilla, chocolate brownie, a little bit of coffee, but more sweet than coffee. More chocolate, I think, is the dominant flavor I'm getting. Molassesy. I don't know if I said that before. So delicious. Wow. 336 calories. Yeah, I definitely, I believe it. Heavy mouthfeel, but a pleasant mouthfeel. It's not like motor oil or like unpleasant, sticky, heavy. Some people would say like viscous motor oil. It's not sludge. It's not like that. It's drinkable and it's refreshing. Yes, it is refreshing. Uh, but at the same time, it's just such a nice, heavy, thick presentation. Very dessert-like, rich chocolate. And the alcohol content matched very well. 12%, I wouldn't guess that. I'd guess like 8 maybe at most. It tastes less boozy than the old Rasputin, which is 9. So this is way up there. 12% masked incredibly well with that sweet chocolate flavor and a little bit of hop bitterness. Toasted malt flavor, you are getting that. Although that is more on the back seat. The chocolate, deep, dark, rich chocolate is the forefront flavor. And Founders Brewing is out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. A lot of breweries in Michigan and Minnesota and Wisconsin, it seems like. Milwaukee, all those kind of places. This beer taught us that patience truly is a virtue. KBS is a big imperial stout brewed with a massive amount of coffee and chocolate, and then bourbon barrel aged to perfection. Incredibly silky and full-bodied with notes of vanilla, cocoa, roasted coffee, and charred oak. All that very true. Do I get any charred oak? You know, before I read that, I didn't get any charred oak notes, so I'm not going to say it after I read it because honestly, I don't really get any. Mostly just get the chocolate, the molasses, vanilla, coffee, toasted barley malt. I'm not getting, like with the Backwoods Bastard, you were getting sort of a bourbon whiskey note, right? With this one, not so much, even though this one is higher alcohol content and it's also aged in bourbon oak barrels like the Backwoods Bastard. But this one is more down my alley. It tastes like a beer still. The Backwoods Bastard, to me, like I said in the video, it almost transcended beer and went into bourbon whiskey with how barrel-aged, note, smoky flavor that it had. This still tastes like a great, rich, dark chocolate coffee stout, and I definitely prefer that. It's wonderful. I'm not getting that smoky whiskey note that the Backwoods Bastard had. It's a nice, dark, rich, thick chocolate, and it's very pleasant. It's amazing, grandiose, fabulous. They're really, I mean, you run out of adjectives trying to describe a beer like this. Just try it. It's good. It's better than good. It's amazing. It's world class. You know, Beer Advocate is right on. And I got it for $15.99, a 4-pack. So, a little pricey. You will put down some money buying something like this, and I do like to stick to a budget, but a beer like this is worth it. That's probably almost $4 a bottle, but what a good beer it is. I mean, good grief. Probably take me 40 minutes to drink it all, but I will savor and enjoy every sip with a beer like this. Man, it's good. You know, it's actually pretty drinkable. All right, I am getting a little bit as it warms. I do get a little booze on the mouthfeel. I do get some of that now, some alcohol flavor, a little bit of I am getting it as it warms. Sometimes they'll say, store 40 to 45 Fahrenheit and then serve 55 to 60. So sometimes these bourbon barreled aged stouts will change flavor slightly as they warm. So that's why they say, serve it warm for new flavors to kind of come out. But a little more of an alcohol note as it warms with that last sip. $15.99 a 4-pack. Not bad, but you kind of expect to pay that with something like this. All the Founders products that I've tried are phenomenal, world class, excellent. What a great company and brewery Founders is in Michigan. I'd love to go someday, but wow, everything I've had from them is delicious, world class even. And this, I'm going to score a 99. It's excellent. I'm enjoying it. It's everything I hoped it would be. I came into it with high expectations. I mean, if something has highly acclaimed on the bottle, I mean, you want to go into this with no bias, but when something says that, you do expect it to be good when you read that, because obviously it had to do something in order to get the reputation of being highly acclaimed. And I see why this one would get that reputation. It's delicious. It's world class. It's excellent. 99 out of 100. All day, every day for the Founders. Highly acclaimed KBS. Cheers and thank you for watching.